All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government will leave no stone unturned to make India a better business destination. In Jammu and Kashmir, elaborate arrangements put in place for Eid celebrations. Administration deploys magistrates to help citizens. Restrictions eased as normalcy returning fast to the state. Rescue and relief operations in full swing in flood-affected areas of Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. The festival of sacrifice Eid-ul-Azha being celebrated across the country today. And in cricket, India beat West Indies by 59 runs via Duckworth-Lewis method in the second ODI in Trinidad last night. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asserted that his government will leave no stone unturned to make India a better business destination. In an exclusive interview to an English daily, Mr. Modi said the vision of the NDA government for the next 5 years is to have investment-led growth, and it is targeting 100 lakh crore rupees worth of investment in the coming 5 years. He said the government is working on policies to promote inflows from domestic as well as foreign sources to achieve this vision. The Prime Minister said the private sector must continue to believe in India's story, assuring that he will do his best to make India a better place to do business. Saying that setting higher goals and objectives and achieving them had been the hallmark of the NDA regime, the Prime Minister added that the centre has laid a solid foundation for high and sustainable growth over the long run. He said during the past 5 years, India witnessed the highest average growth rate with lowest average inflation. Jammu and Kashmir government has made elaborate arrangements to help people celebrate the festival of Eid-ul-Azha in the state. Banks, ATMs and markets remained open yesterday in Kashmir and restrictions were eased, allowing people to come out to shop. A senior government official said replenishment of cash in ATMs has been ensured on regular basis and people are drawing money from ATMs as and when required. All bakery, poultry and mutton shops were kept open yesterday, and long queues were seen outside these shops. More from our correspondent.
Authorities said elaborate arrangements have been made for the safe and peaceful celebration of Eid festival, adding they will facilitate people to offer prayers in mosques during Eid. The district administrations are constantly reviewing the situation in J&K and they will facilitate people to offer prayers in mosques. Meanwhile, Governor Satyapal Malik has extended his warm greetings to people and prayed for their well-being and prosperity. R.K. Rana, AR News, Jammu.
Normalcy is fast returning in most of the Jammu region where restrictions under Section 144 CRPC have been completely lifted in 5 districts. In the other 5 districts, restrictions have been relaxed to facilitate Eid celebrations. Talking to AIR, Director General of Police Dilbag Singh said,
Eid celebrations are taking place everywhere in Kashmir Valley and Jammu province. In Srinagar, all around there is a celebration going on and everywhere very peaceful situation is prevailing. We from the J&K police wish to greet people on this joyous festival and we wish them happy Eid.
Magistrates have been deployed at every critical place to act as facilitators for the convenience of the general public. The administration has issued an advisory saying that 300 special telephone booths have been established to help people communicate with their kins. The authorities have also deployed mobile vans for door-to-door delivery of vegetables, LPG cylinders, poultry and eggs. Flights are operating as per the schedule and air tickets too are being treated as movement passes. The festival of sacrifice Eid-ul-Azha is being celebrated with religious fervour and gaiety across the country today. The faithfuls are offering Eid prayers in Eidgahs and mosques. In Delhi, main Eid congregations are being held at Jama Masjid, Fatehpuri Mosque and Shahi Eidgah. President Ramnath Kovind and Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu have greeted the people on the occasion. In Uttar Pradesh, people are seen rushing towards mosques to offer special Eid-ul-Azha prayers. Elaborate security arrangements have been made all over the state in view of the festival. The traffic diversions in major cities including Lucknow, Kanpur, Agra, Meerut, Allahabad and Bareilly have been made for smooth passage of namaz. Our correspondent has this report.
Different prayer times have been set in Lucknow and other cities to enable devotees to offer prayers according to their ease. Main prayers in state capital Lucknow will be held at Ashbagh Eidgah, Tilewali Masjid, Nadwatul Ulma, Mosque of Shah Amina, Jama Masjid and several other prominent mosques today. CCTV and drone cameras have been installed at sensitive places to vigil the situation. On this occasion, Governor Anandiben Patel, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath have greeted the people of the state. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. With improvement in flood situation, relief and rescue operations intensify in affected areas of Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Indian Navy carried out aerial rescue and relief operations in North Karnataka's Belagaum district, where floods triggered by rains have thrown the normal life out of gear. The naval helicopters rescued 26 stranded citizens and moved them to the relief camps yesterday. Our correspondent reports that around 800 kg of food and drinking materials have been dropped off to the areas facing acute shortage of the supplies.
Relief and rescue efforts are on in 16 districts of the state. Joint rescue teams of Fire and Emergency, SDRF, NDRF and Army, Navy and Air Force have evacuated over 5,80,000 people. 4 Air Force choppers are deployed in Belagavi, Mysuru and Raichur. Clean drinking water, fodder, food and other relief materials are provided in 1,168 relief camps. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa will resume his tour to calamity-hit areas today. He will visit calamity-hit Dakshin Kannada and Mysuru districts and interact with people and officials. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
In Maharashtra, water levels is receding in Sangli and Kolhapur districts. Relief measures by the state government are in full swing and many organizations and NGOs are collecting relief materials to help the flood-affected people. More from our correspondent.
The state government is preparing the list of beneficiaries and the aid will be distributed very soon to the flood-affected people. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has directed the officials to disburse Rs 5,000 in cash per family in flood-affected areas. Revenue Minister Chandrakant Patil has said that 8 ton flood relief material including food and essential commodities was distributed in flood-affected areas and the situation will come to normal within 1 week. He informed that supply of 1,48,000 electricity connection has been restored and a team of 150 personnel will restore 1 lakh more connections. Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
In Kerala, hundreds of people from Alappuzha and Kottayam were shifted to relief camps. Search operations were on war footing in Kavalapara in Malappuram, where over 50 people are reportedly missing in major landslide. Centre had extended all support to the state to face the calamity. Odisha government has asked the collectors of 9 districts to submit a report on damage caused due to the recent heavy rainfall that triggered flash flood in several parts of the state. Special Relief Commissioner Bishnupada Sethi has asked the collectors of the affected districts to submit detailed reports on the damage to public properties by 17th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will feature in a special episode of the iconic survival television series Man vs. Wild on Discovery Channel tonight. It will be broadcast at 9 p.m. The show will be hosted by renowned adventurer Bear Grylls. Shot in the Jim Corbett National Park, the show will create awareness about environmental changes and wildlife conservation. The episode will be showcased in over 180 countries across the world on Discovery network of channels. According to a statement issued by Discovery, Mr. Modi has said that the show presents a great opportunity to showcase to the world India's rich environmental heritage and stress on the importance of environment conservation and living in harmony with nature. The Prime Minister said for years he has lived amidst nature in the mountains and the forests. The Prime Minister said watching this program will make everyone want to visit different parts of India. The government has taken several measures to boost Indian economy and ease of doing business. FDI inflows into India have remained robust despite global headwinds. Indian economy to become a $3 trillion economy in the current year and government aspires to make the country a $5 trillion economy. Earlier in his Mann Ki Baat program, Prime Minister Narendra Modi talked about the government initiative to promote industry and self-employment in the country and highlighted the benefits of Mudra Yojana.
छोटे छोटे उद्यमियों को मदद करने के लिए ये मुद्रा योजना चल रही है। और पहले जो अतिरिक्त ब्याज के कारण और कारणों से उसको जो अधिक खर्चा होता था, इन दिनों ये पैसे उसके हाथ में आने के कारण हर महीना करीब 1,000 रुपये ज्यादा बचने लग गया और उनके परिवार को एक अच्छा व्यवसाय भी धीरे धीरे पनपने लग गया। लेकिन मैं चाहूंगा कि योजना का और प्रचार हो, हमारी सभी बैंक और ज्यादा संवेदनशील हो और ज्यादा से ज्यादा छोटे लोगों को मदद करें। सचमुच में देश की इकोनॉमी को यही लोग चलाते हैं। छोटा छोटा काम करने वाले लोग ही देश की आर्थिक शक्ति होते हैं।
More from our correspondent.
The life of common man changed through Mudra loans for ease of doing business. Under the scheme, over 1.41 lakh crore loans have been sanctioned and over 66,000 crore rupees were disbursed during this fiscal. The corporate tax to 25% for companies with annual turnover up to 400 crore rupees. A draft national policy has been put in place to address 6 broad issues of the e-commerce ecosystem in the country. They include infrastructure development, data stimulating domestic digital economy, and export promotion and regulatory issues. In this year's union budget, the government proposed to start a channel within Doordarshan bouquet of channels exclusively for startups. With Anand Kumar, Aarti Rana, AIR News, Delhi.
The Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE has increased the fees of Class 10 and 12 board examinations for SC and ST students from 50 rupees to 1,200, while the amount has been doubled for those from the general category who will now have to pay 1,500 rupees. India beat West Indies by 59 runs by a Duckworth-Lewis method in the second ODI at Port of Spain in Trinidad last night. By virtue of the win, India took a 1-0 lead in the 3-match series. The first ODI between the two sides was washed out. The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak will bring you a discussion tonight on Safe Women, Empowered Nation. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444. Repeat 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Taneja.
Thank you, Abhishek. Security arrangements ahead of Eid festivities in the Kashmir Valley is the lead story across several newspapers today. Some easing of lockdown but curfew back in Srinagar headlines the Indian Express, further adding Srinagar DM meets Imams, administration lists 300 phone booths, delivery of vegetables. The Statesman writes, banks, markets open in Kashmir ahead of Eid. Flood toll at 60 in Kerala. Situation grim in 3 states, reports the Pioneer with a sub-headline, 97 lives lost in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Gujarat so far to monsoon fury. CBSE exam fee for SCs, STs up 24 times, informs the Tribune of the latest fee hike by the board. Government to launch Uber for Tractors app to aid farmers, reports the Hindu of the Agriculture Ministry's latest initiative to rent out agricultural equipment to farmers. And finally, warming could make your next flight bumpier, reports the Times of India of a research conducted at the University of Reading in England, which reveals that climate change is creating more turbulence as changes in wind speed are getting extreme. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government will leave no stone unturned to make India a better business destination. In Jammu and Kashmir, elaborate arrangements put in place for Eid celebrations. Administration deploys magistrates to help citizens. Restrictions eased as normalcy returning fast to the state. Rescue and relief operations in full swing in flood-affected areas of Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. The festival of sacrifice, Eid-ul-Azha, being celebrated across the country today. And in cricket, India beat West Indies by 59 runs via Duckworth-Lewis method in the second ODI in Trinidad last night. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. With that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.